Hi everyone, Ezekiel Dasho here, and I'm back with this portrait that I was working on last time. I put a couple hours into it when I was off camera, and now I'm gonna add a little bit of the finishing touches and kind of just finish it up here on this video. And I hope that this sort of gives you a little more insight into my process with this one, and that this info is useful to you. All right, so let's get started here. So if you watched the previous video, you know that this particular portrait is done entirely in a 4B pencil. And I chose a 4B because I wanted to have this look of sort of granular, softness. Excuse me. And so what I'm doing now is I'm kind of finding areas that are a little too light for my taste and pushing in a little harder. I've done layer upon layer of cross hatching. I've gone over with, gentle small circles like this. And for the areas that I want to have look just darker, like this area here, I'm going to need to apply a little more pressure to get that darkness that I want onto the surface area there. Let's see. So one fun thing about this final phase is that all of the tonal values are sort of established, so you've got lots of reference points. You don't have to worry about form so much, and you can just sort of play with the definition of the different shapes via the contrasting levels of light and dark. Let's see. So for instance, like this light is striking the strand of hair here. And I want to get that. So far I've gotten kind of close, but I haven't quite gotten that. And I'm not going to be too worried about how precise it is because, it's a 4B pencil portrait, and it's not, it kind of, the softness is one of the things I wanted to get in here. I don't want it to be like a photograph necessarily, but I can still, to get that white hair, I don't want to use any erasers or any shaders or anything. I just want this to be entirely pencil, and that's just a preference thing for now. It's not, if you like using pencils or erasers and shaders, that's awesome, and it'll give you the look you want, and that go for it. But just for this particular piece, I'm just using this single pencil here. Keep on sort of adding a little bit to the cheek area as I go because I want to make sure that this contrast to the light comes through on the picture, but I don't want to darken it so much that that it makes the lights look too bleachy, too bleached out, too strong. Let's see, so I'll find some more dark areas. These plants over here, these could go darker. This area here could definitely. And part of it too is like I'm the picture's informing these forms here, but I'm not, I'm not getting out a ruler or anything like that. I suppose one of the other things that I've been doing with this picture is, and I do it with most of my pictures, is I tend to, when I draw, like I want to practice drawing realistically and sort of in a way that I would be able to if I were just out in the field and drawing something that I saw. Like I was at a coffee shop with my sketchbook and I wanted to draw my friend. You know, I'm not going to have time to take a picture and bust out a ruler and lay it all out and, you know, make it photorealistic. But I am going to, so I'm going to, you know, work on practicing, like training my eye, getting that to be able to draw stuff realistically without, you know, without using like too many ruling tools or anything like that. So you can just like quick sketch something up and have it look like it is in real life. And I'm going to do more videos in the future, just drawing things and more pictures, and I'll have different points in the process and stuff, and so that, you know, you can see what I do to sort of start the shape from the beginning. And I'm pretty pleased with how this picture is turning out. And at a certain point, I'll just have to give it to the ages and start the next one. It's tempting to just sit here and shade it for ages and ages because shading is so fun. So still, it's this area with the cheek. The darker it is, the more depth it's going to add to the rest of the form, because as you can see, the plane where the light is brightest is almost perpendicular from this plane here. And so that's partially why this shadow is so pronounced. And partially, I think it's a function of the camera too. And, you know, it's just a picture that I took, so it's not professional photography by any means. So yeah, this portrait of a woman looking at the sort of jungle greenery in the zoo is almost done. And I hope this this video taken together with the last one will help you know, for people who are interested in shading, will kind of help just seeing the process of how someone does it. And everybody finds a methodology, a way that is right for them, and still seeing how other people do it can sometimes be very helpful for you to find the way that works best for you too. I know that the way I learn best is by watching other artists draw, and so I wanted to share how I do it to hopefully help other artists. And even if it's by learning what not to do, but hopefully it's also helpful to you to see sort of some of the positive stuff too. Okay, I think that's going to pretty much wrap it up. I don't want to overdo it on this scarf. I like how it's kind of light there. I could add a little bit here. Yeah, that looks nice. And then, yeah, I guess just sign it and frame it. All right. See you next time.